I'm Cheryl Morrow. I'm going to discuss with you the two videos for a project that I had to work on for Psychology at Work. The first video was The Secret. This video kind of keeps you in suspense about what the secret is. It starts off with a woman who's not having very good luck in her life, hears about the secret and wants to trace back where that secret comes from and what it is. The narrators discuss how we can create so many wonderful things, and it all traces back to one law, the law of attraction. Other narrators join in and discuss the details of the secret or the law of attraction. They discuss how the law of attraction was positive thinking and how you become what you think. The second video was The New Era of Positive Psychology by Martin Seligman. This video was not as dramatic as The Secret. It was a discussion by one man to an audience. Mr. Seligman spoke about the good and the bad of psychology. He talked about how they could make miserable people not miserable, and the steps to do that was using positive psychology. Mr. Seligman, in The Era of Positive Psychology, states that a science developed a science of mental health. If you take vague theories like depression or alcoholism and measure them, you can make groupings for mental illnesses that could be understood and treated. In the last 50 years, drugs and treatments were invented and tested to see what worked and what didn't work. And what didn't work, they could just disregard. The Secret video touches on the law of attraction. The attraction is everything your life has been attracted by you. The attraction is what you're thinking. They claim that it is scientifically proven that an affirmative thought is hundreds of times more powerful than a negative thought. That thoughts have a frequency and that frequencies can be measured. Some comments made in The Secret that seemed faulty to me were how 1% of people knew how to earn lots of money, and that it's not an accident. It was designed that way because those people understand the secret. The other statements made by the narrators seemed like all you have to do is think of something and the law of attraction takes over and you get what you want. Like that girl in the window looking at the necklace. They said if you focus on what you want, the law of attraction will give you what you want all of the time. Which is telling me that if I wanted $1 million home and I focused on that the law of attraction will get me $1 million home? It seems unreal. I'm still having a hard time to comprehend these statements. Most of the comments made by the narrators were their own opinions and what they thought that the law of attraction was. There was no scientific statements, just personal opinions. In the era of positive thinking, a statement that was not scientific that I found was that they are all opinions. There were 3 different happy lives. Pleasant life, that has positive emotion, life of engagement, your love and leisure, and the third was meaningful, knowing what your strengths are and use them. The video was the most scientifically sound that I found was by Martin Seligman under the New Era of Positive Psychology. That one seemed a little bit more realistic to me. The Secret video was a little far-fetched. I didn't always agree with their statements, or one statement that they had was what they showed in the video was that if you think your bike was going to get stolen, then it will. Whereas if you use the law of attraction and think that your bike won't get stolen, then it won't. Of course, we hope it doesn't get stolen, but I don't believe that your thoughts will decide whether your bike gets stolen or not. I think the video was easier to watch. It wasn't boring. It kept moving. Whereas on Mr. Seligman was a little bit slow. It was harder to keep my attention, but I think he had more scientifically sound statements in his video than the far-fetched Secret. The things that causes stresses for me and how I handle them at work are deadlines and interruptions. I normally deal with them by talking with others who sometimes have a different perspective on things, so we kind of bounce things off of each other. I try to handle one thing at a time and cross things off my list. I always make a list and just cross things off my list. And if it gets too bad, what I do is I walk away from it all. I go outside for a breath of fresh air. When I return, sometimes I have a whole different perspective, and sometimes everything just falls into place. Do you have to think about the positive things and the negative things? Sure. And do positive things help? I agree that they do. I'm not sure that I agree totally with the video on The Secret. Some things just didn't jive with me. I liked Martin Seligman's video much better, and I thought that his gave a much more sound discussion and was more believable, I think, than The Secret was. So thank you for your time. Have a good evening.